to my live session. In this my channel, I go live mostly at 1 o'clock, 1 p.m. Nigerian time, and I teach how to braid hair. It's all about hair most of the time on my live sessions by 1 o'clock. But this time around, I decided to do it in the evening. And today I'll be teaching how to add extensions to your natural hair or to your client's hair. If you know that you have been braiding and you have not been able to add extensions to your hair or to your client's hair, then you are in the right place. Just stop by as I'll be teaching 4 natural methods of adding extensions to natural hair without the use of the rubber band. In my last live session, I taught 4 methods of using rubber bands to add extension to natural hair. But this time around, I am going to teach how to add extensions to natural hair without the use of rubber band. Hence, I called them natural methods. Hence, they are called natural methods. So, as we move along, I am also going to show you how to knot your hair to prevent them from unraveling, to prevent them from losing. So what you do is that before you start braiding your hair, you have to first of all comb out your hair. Comb out the hair very well to make sure that there are no tangles. You have to comb out the hair very well and make sure that everything is nice and straight. You also have to grab your extension and brush it out. Brush out your extensions to make sure that there are no tangles. It is all nice and smooth. Then you go ahead to section your hair. After brushing out your extensions, you now go ahead to section your hair. And how do you do that? You use a rat tail comb, what we call a rat tail comb. When you want to start braiding your hair, you have to know that we braid with our fingers. When it comes to braiding, we use our fingers to braid. We use mostly our thumb, our index finger, and our forefinger. But we also use the combination of all the other fingers. We also use the last 2 fingers. If you know that you have joined the live, please say hi, tap on the live, tap on the live, tap on the like the live, so that YouTube will know that we are doing something here. Okay, tap on the like. Let YouTube know that we are doing something here. In this live, I am teaching how to add extensions to natural hair. If you know that you have been braiding but you have been finding it difficult to add extensions to natural hair, then you are in the right place. Okay, it is for everybody. Whether you are male or female, you will be able to add extensions to normal hair. Many males have even started braiding more than females. These days, when you see males braiding, you will just be amazed. So you have to start by brushing out the extension. Even if it's a new pack, you have to brush it out, and then you also have to make sure that the tip are fine, just like this. And there is a way of making the tips to be fine. In another live, I am going to do that. I'm going to show you how to make your tips to be even, nice and sleek like this. Then you go ahead and then you brush or you comb. Most of the time, if it's natural hair, you have to use a comb, and then you partition the hair. You do something like this. You go ahead and then partition the hair, just as I am doing. I am going to be teaching these braids with medium-sized braids. I'll be using medium-sized braids. There are basically 3 sizes of braids. You have the jumbo, the medium, and then you have the mini braids. But I like teaching with medium braids because if you are able to do medium, then you just increase the size, and you have jumbo, you reduce the size, and you have mini. But if you know that you are going to do medium braids, as a beginner, just partition your extensions and keep them aside. If you know you are going to have 60 strands of hair, just begin to partition your hair, maybe 5 at a time, to make sure that you are going to have equal braids. I hope you are getting what I am saying. If you know you are getting what I am saying, let me see your comment. Let me see, yes, I am. Yes, I am getting it, okay? Let me see, yes, I am getting it, okay? And let me see you liking the live so that YouTube will know that we are doing something here, okay? Thanks for joining the live. Thanks for being on this live. So this is the first braid that I am going to make, and I have partitioned 4 others and kept them aside so that in the end we will have equal braids, so that our braids will be equal. The beauty of your braids also depends on how equal your braids are. How equal are you able to make the braids to be? I hope you are getting what I'm saying. If you are, let me see your like. Let me see your yes, I am. Let me see your thank you. That is all you owe me in this live session. Thank you, okay? Because this is what people learn with money, and I am teaching it for free. So all you need to do is just to say thank you. Let me see your thanks. Let me see your thanks in the comment section, okay? Let me see your thanks if you know you are learning something. Then the hair that you are not working with, you have to keep it away with a clip. Just clip it off. And normally, your client's hair may not stand like this. So you also have to clip this off, or you use a rubber band to keep it in place, because we don't need any interruptions. We don't need any disturbance from the hair that we are not working with. So if this is the hair that you'll be working with, you share it into ratio 2:1. What do we mean by 2:1? Like, you will share this whole extension into 3 parts. Share them into 3 equal parts. Fill them very well to make sure that they are equal. Then you are going to join 2 parts together. Join 2 parts together. So the 2 parts will be ratio 2, and then the other part will be ratio 1. This is to ensure that in the end, our braids will be equal, our strands will be equal, because we need 3 equal strands for our braid. We don't use 4, we use 3. So we are going to start with this natural method. I hope you are seeing the hair very well. This one that we have partitioned. We are going to start with this natural method that is called the knotting method. We are actually going to make a knot. You are going to start by placing this one that is into ratio 2. You place it on the hair like this. I hope you are seeing what I am doing. Then this one that is into ratio 1, you take it like this in the middle, making sure that the ends are equal. Then you place it under the hair like I am about to do. You are actually making a knot. You place it under the hair like this. Are you seeing me? Here is you place it under the hair like this, then you drag it out like this. Drag it out, and then you drag. You have actually made a knot. Then you drag the natural hair, making sure that the base is firm. Making sure that the base is firm. Once you have done this, it means you have been able to secure the extension firmly to the scalp. And this will help you to make sure that the braids will stand firm and it will not unravel. Once you have done this, you now share the natural hair into 3. Share the natural hair into 3 equal portions, and then you give one to each strand of the human hair. You give one to each strand of the extension that you are adding. Then you begin to braid. You begin to braid. Are you seeing what I am doing? And as you are braiding, you are covering up the human hair. You are covering up the natural hair to make sure that the hair comes out beautifully, so that the hair will come out beautifully, nicely, and beautifully. Because if you allow the client's hair to be showing, to be coming out of the extension, in the end, the hair may not last long, because natural hair has this tendency of becoming old in time. it will start making your work to start getting old in time. The hair will not last if you allow the natural hair to come out from the extension. Did you get what I just did? If you know you want me to do it again, let me see. Can you repeat it? Can you see? Can you repeat it? Is that okay? Let me see. Can you repeat it, or please repeat it so that I will do it again? If you know that it is not so clear. And then when you have braided for a while, you can just decide to finish the braid. But since this is just for the sake of explanation, showing you how to start your braids, then I'll just tie it at the tip. I'll tie it at the tip of the braid, where the length to which I have braided. So I am going to just take a little of the strand, pass it over my thumb, my middle finger, my index finger, then down under my thumb, pass it under my thumb again, and then drag it out. That is how to knot your braids. If you are not going to be knotting your braids, then you can use rubber bands to secure them, just as I did with this one. You will be able to use very tiny rubber bands to do that. Then let me do another one again. This knotting method is a method that is really easy. So easy. Anybody can start braiding with this knotting method. If you know you've gained anything so far, let me see your like. Let me see your like. Let me see your thank you, okay? Just like the live and share it. Share the live. There are people that want to learn how to braid, but they don't know that something like this is going on. Share the live, okay? Share the live. Share this live to those that will appreciate it, to those that are in need of hair tutorials. On this my channel, this is what I do. I have not been coming online for a while, but mostly on Sundays, this is what I do. Would you want me to come online more frequently? Hi, you said hi. Maki, I hope I got it right. Maki, you said hi. Hi. Hello, welcome to the live. You are welcome to this live. Thanks for joining the live. Thank you. Thanks for joining the live. In this live session, we teach how to add extensions to natural hair. If you know you have been braiding, but you have not been able to be adding extensions to natural hair, then you are in the right place, okay? Welcome to the live. Share the live. If you know that you have someone, a friend or a relative that will that is looking for something like this, then share the live so that the person can also benefit from this live. So as I said earlier, you share your extension, the whole extension that you are going to use for one strand of hair. You share it into ratio. You share it into 2 in the ratio of 2:1. That is what I am doing right now. You share into 3 parts. You join 2 parts, then you keep 2 parts apart, and then you keep 1 part apart. Then this one that is into ratio 1, you keep it somewhere, and then this one that is into ratio 2, you hold it at the middle, then you hold it against your hair. You hold it against the hair that you want to braid like this. Then you go ahead, grab the one that is into ratio 1, you hold it like this, as I am doing. Then you take it under the hair that you want to braid. You should be able to use your 2 hands very well if you want to braid. I hope you are seeing what I am doing. Keep it like this. Then from the middle of the one that you folded into, that you parted in ratio 1, the smaller extension, you grab like this. Grab like this and pull it out from the middle. This is the knotting method. You are actually making a knot at the base of the hair. Drag it tightly. You are going to drag holding the natural hair like this and holding the extension like this. You have actually made a knot. And then with this, you already have a firm base, because when you want to braid, you need to have a firm base, and no one is even going to know that this is the method that you used, because the braid will just start off smoothly and no one is ever going to know. With that, you grab one strand and then you grab the other strand, just the way I am doing. With your right hand, the strand that you are holding in your right hand, pass it under your index finger of your left hand. Pass it under the index finger of your left hand, and then with the other remaining fingers, you grab it and hold it in place. Then hold the hair again, holding tightly all the while. Hold it at the base. Then this hair, this strand that you have on your left hand, you will now take it under the index finger of your right hand, and grab the remaining extension with your other fingers of your left hand, and the braid has started taking off. You continue to repeat this process. Meanwhile, you will be covering the natural hair. As you move along, you are covering the natural hair to prevent it from sticking out of the extension. Continue to cover the natural hair as you go. Continue to cover the natural hair as you go. And with time, you will become very fast in doing this, because practice makes perfect, okay? Practice makes perfect. Make sure the natural hair is not sticking out. That is why I love teaching with colored extension, so that as you are braiding, you will know if the natural hair is coming out. Because if the natural hair is the same color with the extension, you will not know when it is coming out, okay? So when you start learning with colored hair, it will now become part of you to always be covering the natural hair. Then you tie like this. Take a little strand from any of the strands that you are braiding. Then you make a loop like this. Take the loop under your thumb, and then you bring it out from the middle like this, and you have tied it. You can repeat the process again, and you have tied the hair, and it is not even noticeable. People will not even be able to notice that you actually tied the hair. Then you can go ahead and coil the tips. On one of my live sessions, I showed how to take care of the tips of your hair. Happiness, thanks for joining the live. Thanks so much for joining the live. Let me see your likes. Okay? Let me see your likes. Like the live so that YouTube will know that we are doing something here, okay? Happiness, where are you watching from? Maki, where are you watching from? Thanks for joining the live. Share the live. Let people know that something is happening here, okay? Thanks so much for joining. Thanks for joining the live. Then I will go ahead now and show you another method, another natural method. Now we are going for another natural method for adding extension to your hair. This other method is the wrap around method. The wrap around method of adding extensions to natural hair. This is what we do on this live. Mostly 1 o'clock most of the time. But this time around, I decided to come on my live at 5 o'clock Nigerian time. And next Sunday, or before next Sunday, I will also be going on my live session again. If you know you would want me to come on my live again before next Sunday, let me know. Tell me in the comment section that, sister, come on live again before next Sunday, preferably on Wednesday. And if there are some things that you would want me to teach concerning hair, let me also know in the comment section, okay? Now we are going for the wrap around method. This wrap around method, there are 2 methods. Now there are 2 wrap around methods that I will be teaching on this live before we go to the natural or the traditional method, which is the popular method that people use for braiding. Most people braid with the traditional method of braiding hair, and it scares a lot of people, but it is easy. It is so easy. If you follow all you are going to learn on this live step by step, then why not In no time, you will start braiding. I promise you that. Just look at what I am doing. Look at it. We learn by observing. Okay, we learn a lot by observing. Observation is a very good method of teaching and learning. But we are not in the classroom. I've been a teacher for a while. So let's go ahead. Let's go ahead and braid. Let's do this wrap around method. So I have to really brush my extension, comb through my extension very well to make sure that it is nice and sleek. Then I share into ratio 2:1. As you continue braiding, you will just be able to feel it and know that if your extension is already in the ratio 2:1. You may not even need to share into 3 before you go ahead. So this is the hair that we have parted, and I said that we are going to be doing the wrap around method. In this method, we are going to start with the smaller extension, the one we have shared into ratio 1. We place the middle of the extension like this on the hair. We grab the natural hair with one side of the extension. I hope you are seeing what I'm doing. Then you wrap around as if you want to thread your hair. That is 1. Then you go again. That is 2. After doing that, you add it like this. Then you grab the one that is into ratio 2, and then you place it on your hair like this. And wow, just like that, you have started braiding. My lovely, you have started braiding. My lovelies, look at it. You have started braiding just like that. This wraparound method, many people started braiding with this. This is how many people started braiding. Even some professionals, they still braid like this today, because in the end you see that the base is very firm and it takes off smoothly, very, very smooth, and nobody will even know that you had to first of all wrap the hair around. It takes off so smoothly. Should I repeat it? Should I repeat this wrap around method for you to see? Please like the live, oh, like the live, so that we will not have restriction on this live. Okay, like the live. Let YouTube know that I am sharing something that is important here. That's something that is beneficial. Okay, like the live, so that we can complete our 1 hour. I'll be here for you for 1 hour. Okay, any questions, any recommendations, let me know. Let me know in the comment section. I am here for you. Okay, then we tie as usual. What is it?
They will know that you are talking to me.
Then you tie it like this. You can finish the braiding if you like. Okay, you can finish the braid if you like. Then let's go ahead and do it again. Let's do this wrap around method again, and you can see how I am partitioning the hair. You can see how I am sectioning the hair. You see, so that this line is in the middle of the lower one. This one is somehow it's also in the middle. You know, let it be in the middle of the one that is under, so that the braids will lie down perfectly like this. Then we go ahead and make another partitioning here. We section the hair again, and please make sure that when you are sectioning the hair, you section neatly. Let the scalp be very neat, because beautiful braids start with beautiful partitioning. When you are able to partition your hair nicely, let the scalp be very neat. That is where your beautiful braids start from. Then we go ahead and comb through. We comb through the hair. Comb through the hair of our clients. Very important, so that it will be smooth, so that the hair that we are working with will be smooth, and anyone we are not working with, we clip it away, because we don't need any interference. Okay, then we grab the extension that we will be working with. We grab the extension, then we brush it. It's always better to use brushes for extension, okay? Always brush through to make sure that there will be no tangles in the hair that you are plaiting. You know, when you are braiding, you don't need any interruptions. It has to go smoothly. And it's also very good to apply some hair cream to the extension. Just a little hair cream will go a long way. And then when I am teaching braiding, I don't start using shine and jam. No, I don't start using shine and jam for teaching. But when you have practiced and you have braided a whole mannequin head and you know that you can now braid, by the time you want to braid someone's hair, you can start using shine and jam, okay? Because braiding with shine and jam may just give you that false impression that you can braid very well. Meanwhile, you are still struggling. But when you start braiding, you learn how to braid smoothly, fine braids without shine and jam. By the time you apply shine and jam and you are a good braider, wow, the sky will be your limit. Then in this second method that I am showing you, you have to share the hair into ratio 2:1, and then you start with the smaller hair. Start with the smaller hair that is in ratio 1. You are going to wrap it around. This is the wrap around method, the first wrap around method that I am sharing. I so much love this method. Everyone can do it. There is nobody that cannot do this method. Just wrap around once, then twice, and then you take it in. Then you go ahead and collect this big one, the one that is in ratio 2. Place it over like this. Place it over the hair like this, and then you take it down into your forefinger. Take it down into the forefinger on your left hand, and then this strand that is in your right hand, take it down below the forefinger of your right hand, and then you grab it with the remaining fingers on. Then this other strand that is your right hand, take it below the forefinger of your left hand, and then just continue. My lovely, you have started braiding. I want you to come back next week with testimonies. If you are learning, please tell me that you are learning. Let me see I am learning in the comment section, okay? Let me see I am learning. Thank you so much, okay? Let me see, thank you so much, I am learning. Let me see, thank you so much, I am learning, okay? And share the life, 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 share the life. Let people know that something is happening here, okay? Let people know that something is happening here. Share the life, share it to people that are in need of it. Let them know that something is happening here. Let YouTube know that something is happening here right now. Is that okay? Share the live. And by the time you have finished braiding, at least you have gotten to where your client's natural hair ended. That is exactly what I am doing now. Then you can knot the hair. And this is how you knot. You knot like this. You knot the hair like this, okay? I can see that there are up to 41 people here on this live. Let me see your thank you. Let me make it an interactive section, okay? Make it interactive. Make it interactive, okay? Share this live. Share this live. Let me see your thank you. Let me see your thank you, okay? Let me see your thank you. Then you go ahead and partition the hair again. Section out the hair that you want to work with. Section it nicely and neatly. It goes a long way to give you a beautiful hair, to make your handwork to be so beautiful and appreciated. When the scalp is very neat, there is hardly anyone that will not appreciate your handwork. When anybody sees the hair, the person will know that yes, you have done justice to it, that you have done a very good job, okay? Now we'll go to the next wraparound method. we grab more extension. This time around, let's use a different color of extension in this our second wrap around method. Let's use a different color of extension. Though it is still colored, at least for a little difference. Okay, as usual, you brush through your extension. Brush. Make sure that the extension is nicely brushed out. Avoid any form of tangles so that it will not mess up the hair that you are plaiting, the hair that you are braiding. And when you want to take your extension, you start taking from the sides. It helps you to make sure that the extension does not scatter. It helps you to master the act of collecting extension, of taking extension. Take from the sides. That is the nice way of separating your extension. Okay, so we go ahead and brush once more. Brush it once more to make sure that there are no tangles. And in this wraparound method, you are also going to share your extension into two in ratio 2:1. Always in ratio 2:1. And then you keep the bigger one aside. You start with the smaller one. Most of the time you start with the smaller one. Then you place it over the extension like this. And what you are going to do this time around is you go with a little of the one that you are not holding down. You know you are holding down one part and then the other part is left like this. You just take a little from it and then use it to wrap the hair. Use it to fasten the other part of the extension to the natural hair. This is another method that I love so much. Just continue to wrap it round as if you want to plait, as if you want to make thread. You know that hair style that is called thread? When you have secured it tightly, but not too tight, please, you now add this other one. Add it like this. Then you go for the bigger strand and then you put it over the hair like this. Wow, this method ensures that the extension is well secured to the client's hair. Very neat, but you have to be careful or else you may hurt the scalp of the client, because the threading that you did under, let me call it threading, may become too tight. So you have to be very careful so that it doesn't become too tight. Then you take the strand as I am doing, pass it under the forefinger of your left hand, then you grab the extension with the other fingers that are free. Go like this. Then you grab this other one, hold it the way I am doing, and then the strand that is in your left hand, pass it under the forefinger of your right hand, and then you grab it. Still grab it, hold it in place with the other fingers that are free on your right hand. And then the strand on your right hand, pass it under your forefinger of your left hand, securing it like this. And my lovely, you are braiding. You are actually braiding. Are you seeing the result? You are actually braiding. Are you seeing it? Are you seeing what I am doing here? Are you seeing what we are doing here? Are you seeing the kind of braid that we have achieved? With this method, you can braid. There is no kind of braid that you cannot do. Right now, I have taught three natural methods of attaching braids to your natural hair. We have already taught three natural methods of attaching braids to your natural hair. There are up to 5 methods of attaching braids to your natural hair. 5 natural methods of attaching braids to your natural hair, attaching extension to your natural hair. And then look at the braid, just like a zip. Look at how it is looking. Then you fasten like this. Make a loop and then draw tight. And when you are making a loop, you are using a very tiny one to make the loop, to cross it over. And if you know that you would want one-on-one classes, go to my DM so that I can discuss with you on one-on-one classes. Whatever it is that you would want me to teach you about braiding, about hair, then you can send me a message so that we will discuss it. And then you go ahead and partition the hair again. Partition the hair again the way I am doing. You always make sure that you brush the hair nicely and beautifully like this. And then you make your partitions or your sections like this. You make your sections like this. Make sure they are very neat. Make sure you partition the hair nicely and smoothly, beautifully, because the beauty of the hair that you are braiding starts from how beautifully, how neatly you partition the hair from the scalp, the hair on the scalp. How neat is the partitioning on the scalp? It matters a lot. It goes a long way to show that you are a serious person and that you know what you are doing. The scalp of your client has to be very, very neat. It has to be very, very neat. So that's nice and done with the partitioning. Then you go ahead and take the section of hair that you are going to be working with. Then the ones that you will not be working with, you just tie them off like this. Tie them up, tie it up, and then hold this part with a clip. Good. Then you go ahead and take your extension. We are going to repeat this method that we did. This method of wrap around, the wrapping around method. We have done the loop method, the wrap around with the hose, with one whole strand, then the wrap around with a little bit of strand. That is the one that I want to repeat now. The wrap around method using a little bit of a strand, just a bit of the strand. So we have done 3 methods, 3 natural methods. Now we want to go ahead and repeat the 3rd natural method. So we take our extension the way you can see me doing right now, in the ratio 2:1. Take it that way. Brush through, smoothing through with your hand. Always make sure that your extension is smooth. Very, very, very important. Your extension always has to be smooth. Then you share again in ratio 2:1. It's always in ratio 2:1, like this. If there is any question, let me know in the comment section. I am here for you for 1 whole hour. I'll be here for you. Thanks for staying till this time on the live. You place the extension on your natural hair like this. Then you take a strand of it, not so big, just a little of the strand. You take it like this. Then the one that you will not be working with, the rest of the strand that you will not be working with, you place it on the client's hair like this. Then you begin to wrap around. You pass on top like this, and then you pass under like this. That is 2, 3, 4. By the time you've done 4, it should be enough. so that it will not be too tight. This method is so easy. Anybody can do this. Then you go ahead and add the bigger extension over the hair like this. Are you seeing what I am doing? You grab it like this and then take it under the hair. You take it under the hair like this. Grab the other part of it. Make sure it is tightly attached to the base, firmly and tightly attached to the base, and then you braid. Wow, you have started braiding, and it is automatic. You see that the first strand that you took will just cover the natural hair. It will just cover the natural hair naturally, automatically. You don't have to struggle a lot to cover the client's natural hair, because as you are attaching the extension, it is covering the natural hair. Remember, one is under the natural hair and the other one comes over the natural hair like this. When you were tying the natural hair, when you were tying the extension to the natural hair, it is naturally covered right from the beginning. You don't have to struggle much to cover the natural hair. So this is it. You are braiding. Wow. I hope you will come back with testimonies. Let me see your thank you. I am learning. That is all I require from you. It is going to encourage me, to motivate me to continue with my live sessions, to continue to teach you how to add extension to natural hair. And you know, braiding is such a wonderful thing. There is love in braiding. For instance, you braid for someone, the person will be so grateful to you. And if you can even braid for yourself, why not? You will be so thankful to yourself, because you will save a whole lot of money. Or don't you think so? Then we'll go to the traditional method, the natural or the traditional method. Many people are scared of this method. They think it is so difficult, they just can't do it. But who said you can't? You can do it. If I can do it, why can't you do it? You can do it. This natural or traditional method is not so difficult. If you watch this live and you follow the steps, in no time, you will be braiding with this natural or traditional method. But I want you to try all these methods and then choose one. Choose the one that is okay for you. Just take one of these methods and start braiding with it. And in no time, you may even start making money from braiding hair. So stick around if you know that you want to learn how to add extension to your braids. You have been braiding, but you have not learned how to add extensions. You can't add extensions to your braids. Then you are in the right place. So this is our natural or traditional method. In this method, you share your extension into 3, join 2 parts and leave 1. So this one part that is the smaller part, you use it to cross. Watch carefully. You use it to cross the extension like this. Then you join it together like this. So these 2 will be separate and these 2 will be together. And you have formed your 3 strands. You have formed your 3 strands for braiding. And then you hold it like this with your right hand, and then you look at what I am doing. You go in like this and like this. Are you seeing what I am doing? You hold your 2 strands like this, your 2 smaller strands together, then you go like this. Put in your forefinger in between. Twist it, put your forefinger in between and hold 1 strand. When you have held your strands like this, you now share this one, the natural hair, into 3. So you go 1 with the one that is inside. Are you seeing that? You are going to actually, then you go with 1, with the one that is outside, and then you go with one with the other one. So each of the extension gets to get one share of the client's hair or human hair, and you begin to braid. I will repeat this method for you so that you will see exactly what I am doing. I am going to repeat this method for you so that you will see exactly what I am doing. This method is not so difficult, but many people find it difficult. Just follow the steps and you cannot go wrong. Follow the steps and then choose the method that works best for you. I, for one, I love that wrapping around method. It's so beginner friendly, very beginner friendly. You cannot form any knot under. You can hardly go wrong with that method. This method also is the popular method that most braiders braid with. Most braiders braid with this method. So by the time you have braided to the extent that you wish, you can now tie it up with just a little strand. You can tie it up with a little strand. Tie twice and that should be enough. Then you make another part. You make another part, or you partition your hair again. You can see how I am doing it. The part is ending in the middle of the one that is under it, of the braid that is under it. You comb out smoothly and nicely. Keep away the hair that you are not working with. Then you grab your extension. Grab your extension that you'll be working with. Share into ratio 2:1. Share into ratio 2:1, and then you cover like this. You do this as I have done. Then you share this into 3. You share this into 3. This is another way you can do your natural and traditional method. You keep your hair like this. You keep your extension over the braids like this. That is, you are giving one extension to one braid. Just keep it like this, and then you go over and grab. Are you seeing it? Grab like this with your right hand. With your forefinger, your thumb, and your index finger, you grab this. Then you hold this one like this. Then this one that you are holding in your right hand, you let it go in between your index finger and your thumb in your left hand, and you are braiding. Just continue to exchange the strands between your right hand and your left hand tightly to secure the roots, and you have started braiding. So I have shown you 2 methods of doing the natural and traditional method. Try the one that works best for you, and then you start doing it. Start using the method that works best for you, and you cannot go wrong. You cannot go wrong. Okay? There is no way you can go wrong with these 4 or even 5 methods that I have shown you. Just start practicing, because practice makes perfect. Practice makes perfect. Continue to practice, and with time you will be braiding. Nothing can stop you, because you have already gotten it. Handwork goes with you wherever you are going to. You always carry your handwork. No one can take it from you. So braiding is a very good handwork that you can learn. You're a stay-at-home mom, you can start generating income for yourself with braiding, even in that house that you are staying, taking care of the kids. taking care of the home, you can start braiding, and it will be a source of income for you. You can even be braiding yourself, braiding your kids. Just because your hairstylist is not around, your kids' hair should not be rough. I mean, you can even start the basic, the simple calabash style. And I'll do that as a giveaway, just as an addition in this my life. Let me do the basic calabash style for you, which is the basis of all braids. If you want to start braiding, you have to learn that basic calabash style. You have to be able to do that calabash style. I will start with a large strand of hair. This is for people that don't even know how to braid at all. Let me use it to wrap up the lesson, because I said I'll be here for 1 hour, okay? This is it. You take your strand of hair, brush it out nicely. Then you share into three. You share into three like this, 3 equal parts. Then with your thumb and your index finger, you collect the strand of hair that is on your right hand. Then you hold the one in the middle with your left hand. You hold like this. Then the one in your right hand, you take it and put it into your thumb and index finger of your left hand. Then this one in the middle, you grab it with your right hand. Then just like this, you have started braiding. I hope you are seeing what I am doing. I hope you saw what I did. So braiding actually is interchanging strands of hair between your right hand and your left hand continuously, just as I am doing in this video. If there is anything you would want me to teach, let me know in the comment section. Let me know if there is anything you would want me to teach in the comment section, okay? Just let me know. Signify by typing it in. Type it in. Share the live. Tap on the like. Tap on the likes. Tap, 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 tap. Tap on the likes, okay? Tap on the likes. Thanks for staying this long, and this brings us to the end of this live session. If there is any other thing you would want me to do, let us know. Show us. Tell me in the comment section, okay? Bye till next week, or this week Wednesday, when I'll be coming on live again by 5 p.m. Nigerian time. 5 p.m. Nigerian time on Wednesday. Make it a date with me. Thank you. Bye.